Welcome to episode 52. Today's special second two-time guest, similar to Dill, is Aymane. How's it going, mate, in ISO?
We're alright, you know what I'm saying? We're getting by. It's alright. Not too bad. Not too
Yeah,
bad
it's
at all.
pretty shit times. I've heard you've been doing some fun stuff, which will diverge later. Won't give too much away, but starting off with
Definitely.
hypotheticals as always, Amen. So I was watching The Voice a couple of minutes ago, but people are auditioning as they do. It's a bit different to X Factor, as you know, but so we love the music. And if you were to audition, you're probably better at singing than me. But what song would that be, and why for your audition? Got to stand out, you know.
Honestly, I'm actually, I'm a big fan of music. I can get down to like any genre. But like right now, I'm really feeling that R&B, Bryson Tiller type vibe. So I'd probably sing like anything off his, or like any of his albums really. But I think Next to You by Bryson Tiller is probably a song that I would sing for sure. Good ass song.
Yeah, I think I've heard of it once. So yeah, R&B not my thing, but I feel like you'd kill it on the dance floor. But yeah, 100%, mate.
For sure, definitely.
I
Got
still
a
was
few
watching
moves in
this
the
guy
bag.
before, mate. He was singing a song by Kanye. I forgot. It's a CLA song or whatever.
Was this on The Voice?
Yeah, it was on The Voice. It's like, take me to the na
Oh
na.
yeah, 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 yeah. I know that song.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. I forget the name of it though. See, I'm not
yeah, I
like a
literally
big
played it.
like TV viewer. All my stuff is on like YouTube and everything, so it's so much easier to access. But yeah,
Yeah, 100%. And let's begin with your reaction. Obviously, we're all in ISO. What was your initial reaction to finding out we're in lockdown again, and then the added on isolation part?
yeah. I was actually really excited to get out of isolation. Obviously with the cases and everything, being able to at least step 5 kilometers away from my house and get some exercise in. You know what I'm saying? But that's all just gone to shit pretty much because now we're stuck in isolation again.
Everything
Well, not
stopped.
isolation, but lockdown. Yeah. Um, yeah, it's not good, man. Like I feel like a lot of youth nowadays has been like affected mentally as well pretty badly just because of like being stuck inside, not be able to hang out with friends and all that. Um, it sucks, but you gotta make do with what you have, do what you can at home to get by, exercise, talk to family, talk to some friends, and yeah.
Yeah, speaking of exercise, man, what have you been doing? Because I've been trying some core exercises, some Pilates, giving that a go. What about yourself, mate?
Well, my mom recently bought a treadmill, so I've been doing like a little bit of cardio here and there.
Getting
I
to
don't
a
know,
running,
like
mate.
it's literally just like sitting in the middle of our laundry. So I just use it whenever I'm out there. But another thing that I've been doing is like in between classes, I
Yeah.
okay, I've been trying to do backflips for so many years now, and it hasn't been until now that I've taken it so seriously. But I literally chucked two mattresses out in my backyard, and I just, what I'm saying, I just be flipping, and that's how I spend my time. I can like successfully do a back handspring now, which took me like 2 days to learn, which I'm pretty proud of. But now it's just a matter of getting over the fear of not breaking my neck, and just going for it. Yeah.
So what's a back handspring? Is that like the one where like it's kind of like a half back flip, or how does that
Well,
all
it's not a
work?
half backflip per se. It's just like you go backwards, but you put your hands down first and then catch yourself pretty much.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
That
yeah.
makes more
So a
sense.
backflip with
So you're
with
halfway
hands.
there,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah, I'm halfway there. Almost there, almost there. Just got to get over the fear.
Mate, you've got like 3 weeks to go. I reckon September 2,
Oh,
you've
for
got a
sure.
video of it. Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I'll definitely send you my progression. We'll see where it goes from
Yeah,
there.
yeah, got to chuck that on the potty, mate, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, and obviously I know you're a long time supporter of a podcast. You were on the doco earlier this year. We'll talk about that later, but it's funny how you've been on this a year ago. And things have changed a lot, especially with VC. You've got a shit ton of homework. So, what are you doing next year, and how are you finding it currently?
Well, this year, it's definitely a big change because we were in quarantine for most of year 10 as well, previous year and all that, and we had Zoom lessons
True.
going everywhere. So I guess like the workload is a lot different because obviously now it's much more important because in year 10 you could like you could literally slack off during Zoom classes and it wouldn't really matter. And then now you've got attendance to worry about, coursework to hand in. So it's definitely a big change. It's just a matter of like, managing my time and studying and trying to get, better marks for the future.
Yeah, for sure. And what do you do next year? Because, oh, I think we get to drop one subject. So, what are you like doing your five subjects on?
My five subjects, I think I'm doing English, maths, obviously. Obviously my like pathways to end up at RMIT and study fashion and all that. So I'm gonna be doing media, studio arts,
Yes, sir.
and music. I'm pretty sure. I think that's my five. Yeah.
No, that's a good kind of thing to get you into the course you need for RMIT, especially. I think for ATARs around, it's a good chunk, like fair,
Yeah.
like 70
Definitely
something like
achievable. I
that.
think it was
Yeah.
like some of the courses were like 70s, 60s. There's some that are like 81s and all that I've seen so far.
No, that's really good. And how'd your maths sack go today? I swear, I don't know,
Honestly,
man.
it's kind of like I think I did pretty good for the multiple choice. Like it's pretty straightforward with like simple interest, compound interest. But then
And
when
the
it gets to
percentage.
like yeah, the percentage change, like that's pretty simple as well. I think I just struggled a little bit on like the extended responses.
Yeah.
I definitely could have studied a bit more in that end, but yeah, I think I did pretty good.
Man, I showed no working out, so I think, oh,
No, I I literally didn't show any working out either. I was like, what am I supposed to show? It's so straightforward.
yeah,
It's
exactly.
like
You just
what?
write the answer with the cat. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So if we fail because of that, that's BS. Because she didn't say the right working out. So
I mean, I'm pretty
yeah,
sure you do fine. Come on now, you're a bit of a, what I'm saying, studyaholic. You get your work done.
yeah, but not at maths, mate. Like I used to love maths, but nowadays, oh, it's like
Yeah, I feel you.
cruise
I feel
along.
you.
Yeah, yeah. And speaking of like things have changed, mate. I know everyone knows, mate. You've been getting on the pictures, mate, the modeling gigs. So talk me through how like you got into that and what's like an actual shoot like? How does the process work?
Well, obviously I've been into like, fashion, drawing, designing for a really long time. So it wasn't until like end of last year that I put a portfolio together and signed for some agencies. And happily it took like 2 weeks for an agency to get back and I got signed
That's
pretty quickly. So I'm
crazy,
like,
mate.
yeah, that was pretty good. I've been to I feel like I've been to like a dozen of shoots now. I literally have one this Thursday, and that's like the only time I'm gonna get out of lockdown because of like work leave and all that. So that's
Oh,
pretty
that's
good.
crazy.
Um, yeah. Like they pay for like the ride and everything. But no, it's really fun. Like I think some of the fun ones that I've done so far is I've done one for Typo that was like really creative. We were like, oh, you've got to see the behind the scenes. I'll definitely send it to you. But we
Yeah.
were like pretending to read, pretending to eat food. There will be like these
Oh
wacky,
yeah, I think I've
wacky
seen that.
products and stuff. And then another really fun one that I've done is they flew me out to Sydney, so I did a shoot with JJ's.
That's
Um, yeah, so me and my mom stayed in a hotel for one night, and then straight away in the morning we got to shooting, and yeah, it's been pretty fun. It usually takes like there's like different shoots. Obviously, there's like full day, half days, but yeah, pretty straightforward, pretty good.
yeah. And do you see yourself in 5 years' time going international, mate? A few countries lined up, you reckon?
Oh, definitely. I really want to. I want to change. I don't want to change per se, but I definitely love doing the e-commerce stuff, which is like commercial you see on billboards and in stores and everything. But I definitely want to venture off and like end up doing like high fashion runway stuff overseas, Paris Fashion Week, you know what I'm saying? Do a few shoots for Rick Owens, you know what I'm saying? All of that stuff. But yeah, that's really where I want to end up right now. And then definitely like once I'm in RMIT and studying at university, I want to branch off as well and build out my own brand, which I've put in the work so far. We're starting out from, ground zero, we're getting somewhere. But I really want to focus on that once I'm out of high school and put like all my effort into that.
No, that's amazing, mate. Have you got like a kind of title for that fashion label yet?
Well, so I'm kind of like stumped right now because I had this whole label, I had my designs and everything. I was talking to manufacturers, but then something switched. I just wasn't really happy with the design and like how much effort I put into it. So I'm like, I've kind of taken a step back and like really tried to redesign the brand and reimburse like all the, you know what I'm saying, all the products that I'm using, everything. But the brand was called Revived AU, because, you know, it's like
What a name.
flipping things. We had like, I was working on some jean designs, like getting old jeans and reinventing them, hence the name Revived, making them into something new. And then yeah, it was just really about representing yourself with the brand itself. But yeah, definitely in the designing works right now.
No, 100%. And in terms of business, mate, I got you covered. So make sure you chuck like patenting all that shit, so no one, steals that away from you. So
Yeah, for sure, for
yeah, you gotta
sure.
get that all copyright stuff like that. But nah, on good hands right now, I reckon, because you got like other contacts helping you out. So
Of
you'll
course,
probably
yeah,
know a
yeah, yeah.
fair bit of those, yeah, stuff
Especially
going
with
on.
like modeling and all that, I've been able to, you know what I'm saying, get my name out there and contact a lot of different people to help me with the brand and, you know, all of that stuff.
Mate, you're gonna become an influencer. I swear your Instagram is popping off. By the end of the
Yeah,
year,
I'm trying.
oh
I'm trying.
mate.
I'm trying. Thank you. Thank you.
Nah, keep going, mate.
Thank you.
And all right, let's move on to a different topic. I know the podcast is mainly about sports, and you love your sports from time to time. So I reckon you're Nets bandwagon. But anyway, so talk me through your basketball. Has your skills improved a bit like before lockdown? Like I've seen you shoot the ball a few
Um,
times.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I think basketball has slowed down a lot, especially with the quarantine and everything. I'm currently like I'm not playing for a team right now. I'm gonna look to join a new domestic team soon. But it's just a matter of finding the time to do that, obviously. But I think definitely my skills have been like slowly improving because like I've got now that I've moved down to Werribee, we have like this little park down the road that's like at the full court park, and I'm always there practicing. So yeah, definitely improving my skills there a lot.
Yeah, and can you dunk now?
Oh, I actually can. I posted it
Really?
on my like I'll send it to you definitely. I'm kind of, you know what I'm saying, I'm getting up there now. Nothing like Dylan Page, but you know, I'm getting there.
Yeah, no, it's good, mate. Big improvement since that PE
Yeah, yeah.
class. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
No, that's all right. And can you confirm this? I swear Tom said this was not true, but I remember I 1v1'd him earlier this year in the gym, and I crossed him up crazy ways. He was on the floor, mate. Can you confirm
Uh,
that?
nah, you actually got him pretty good. You got him confused and you made the last shot. Everyone was like everyone went crazy when you made that shot. It was good as. But yeah, Jerry one, Tom zero right now.
Nah, it's always fun playing against Tom, man. It's
Oh,
just like that
definitely,
hype,
yeah.
Everyone's like all around it. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone loves a bit of friendly competition. We love to see it.
And we spoke a while ago, but this is another side thing we've been talking about. But mate, talk me through cryptocurrency. Have you been having a look at that, and what are your thoughts on that?
I honestly haven't been looking into it too much just because of just like, you know, haven't got my head around it just yet. But I'm definitely looking into it because it's something that's, you know, a part of the new age. Everyone's getting behind it and everyone's making these crazy investments. I'm like, wow, I should probably get my hands on some cryptocurrency.
Yeah, for sure. Isn't one of your mates Kobe doing stocks and all that? Is that right?
Yeah, yeah. His whole family is like into the stock market and getting into cryptocurrency as well. And his younger brother, he's like, you know what I'm saying? Him and his younger brother, they're in the market, they're watching the decreases, the increases and everything. The market crashes, the market raises, everything's yeah, they're into it as well.
No, a good thing is probably making your own account because me and Tom we made like he put money into my account, yeah, but I've been trading and doing all this shit, so I don't know how much
Yeah.
like profit I'm gonna give to him per se, because
Yeah.
you can't be like I forgot what it's called. It's like the shadow investor, how you just like chuck stuff in
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah, yeah, I
yeah
know, yeah, yeah. And the shares and all that.
yeah. So Tom, mate, you're probably getting 10%. I only gave like $10, mate, and I've put in like 50. So
Yeah,
there
yeah,
you
yeah,
go.
yeah.
Um, and we'll go back to music now. Obviously, I've been trying to get into guitar. Mate, I've
That's
got
good to
like
see. That's what we like to
some
see.
chords here, E minor, A minor, all up here. But
Oh wow, yeah.
anyway, what are some songs you like to flex and show off guitar? Like I know Fast Car, you played that a few times at Nurad, but do you have any like those finger style type songs?
I'm definitely getting into like fingerstyle playing and like more of the genre that I like, which is obviously R&B and all that. I cannot like I have such a bad memory that I cannot even remember half the songs that I used to like always play at Nurad and like things I used to play earlier in the year. So I'm always like relearning music and all that. But a song that I've been playing recently now is Stuck in Japan with Shawn Mendes. His fingerstyle like rendition of that is really nice.
Is it complicated or like what have major chords?
Oh yeah, it's very complicated. It's like
Oof.
you play like major seventh chords, and then you like at the same time like fingering the actual singing notes as well, the melody, and then you go back to playing chords. It's
Oh
chaos.
shit. I'm
Yeah.
just looking for capo at the moment because they'll simplify stuff for me, I reckon.
Oh yeah, definitely get your hands on capo. It's a lot of help when you're starting off.
Yeah, for sure. And just on Neural Aim, and like I know we touched on it last year, but like, fuck, it's been how long? Almost 2 years now. But life changer for both of us. Yeah, a massive difference. But let's say at the end of year 12, permitting COVID, surely we go on like a road trip celebrating the end of year 12, heading back to like the old roots, and one last time, down at Nurad, surely.
Definitely. I would actually love to do something like that. I know I definitely keep in touch with some of the like me and Ben still keep in touch.
Yeah, what a
Work
legend,
buddy.
mate. Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, it'd be dope to like, what I'm saying? Once we got our P's and everything, we just drive down to the countryside, say hello to everybody, go to different locations, see everything back one time. That'd be fun as yeah.
100%. Would you go to Garok?
Oh, would I go to Garoka? I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah,
It's a little
I
bit too
said to
far
Ben
out for
I'd do
me.
that, but oh, mate, he might have to come into Melbourne, I feel like,
That's what I was saying.
before
It's a
I'll
bit
go
of
to
a mission.
Garok.
It's a bit of a mission.
Yeah. Did you see that bus thing? It's like 10 hours one way.
Oh
I feel
yeah,
like
when we were looking up at how to get to everyone's location, yeah, it's crazy.
I feel like I'd get jumped 1 hour into that.
Get jumped by a kangaroo, probably,
Oh,
honestly.
yeah, probably. Nah, Benny's a legend. I still snap him from time to time and obviously had him on earlier this year and we talked about like funny stories and I remember he said like Ruby and Patria they had like some we apparently you were there Eamon they had like some kung fu's
Oh
panda
yeah,
style fight.
yeah. I remember that they were arguing.
Yeah, yeah. No, it was some crazy fight. I don't know how Ben remembered that, but it must have been hectic, wasn't it, Eamon?
Yeah, for sure. A lot of crazy stuff happened in New Rad,
Yeah, do you have any
but yeah.
crazy stuff you want to add? I know, I think we talked about the major stuff, but was there anything we missed from there? Do you reckon?
Just like in general,
Yeah, probably in
or
general,
from New
like,
Rad.
from Nurad maybe.
Not that I can remember. I know there was definitely the. I think I said it last time, but there was the riding the alpacas. There was the broken nose. There was what else happened? There was the table tennis fights. There was a lot of stuff
Yeah.
happening that I like can't even like wrap my head around. But like, yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, well, I spoke to the kids who went to Nurad earlier this year, and they said that old man Bruce came back apparently. Remember that?
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Apparently they were taking a piss out of him, shit like that. So,
Oh, poor Bruce.
oh
Yeah.
mate, he was a legend. But like every time he was on night duty, he was kind of like a party night,
Yeah. Yeah. People took advantage of it. It was kind of sad.
Yeah, yeah, that's tough. But I remember how we signed that agreement, shit like that. But oh, good times, man. But we must have to go back in a year's time. We'll plan some shit and get on the train, mate.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah. And speaking about like schooling, talk us through like more like go deep into RMIT, like the specific course and like have you had a look at the 1 year, 2 year, 3 year structure? Because I know the third year is like the placement year. So
Mm.
have you seen the placement like links they have?
I haven't looked into it too deeply, but I've been talking to my sister about it because she goes to RMIT and I'm pretty sure we're going to end up at the same campus. And like when she's in her third year, I'm pretty sure I'll be in my first year. So, and I know that like the classes, it's a lot like Mac. Like you could be in your first year and be in pass with a third year.
Oh wow.
But and yes, that's pretty cool. But I know that I want to study fashion, textiles, and like manufacturing of clothes and all that. That's something I want to get into, and it kind of like um, kind of goes hand in hand with the brand that I'm hoping to build, and the future that I'm trying to reach. But yeah, I definitely have to look into like all the placements and all the certificates and what's probably the best um, course that I should take for sure.
Yeah, because for media, I'm not sure if your sisters told you this, but it's sick. The media suite downstairs for like, I don't, because like fashion is kind of media, but it's like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
crazy down, but like the green rooms and all that. So they've got some cool gear down there, and yeah, similar culture to Mac. So I reckon us two in a few years probably should end up at RMIT. We'll
Yeah,
see how we go.
let's pray, let's hope.
Yeah, let's hope, mate. We can't stop up year 12. Surely no,
Definitely,
like
definitely.
bloody third wave of COVID that's like
Nah, we got it, bro. We can do it.
nah, we got it. And in addition, mate, let's talk about uni games. I just told you about it before we went on air, but essentially you go out and compete at Gold Coast, which is a sick area, like resort, 5-star hotels, but against the other unis, if the other unis, RMIT will probably be the GOAT. Um, and I could see us too, mate, lining up as list cloggers in the RMIT basketball team. So what are your thoughts on that in 2023?
Yeah, honestly, I feel like by then I'd probably be, one of the more athletic guys. So I'm thinking, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be team captain or whatever at RMIT. You know how
Patty
it
Mules,
goes.
yeah. Inspiration,
Yeah.
man, inspiration.
Yes, sir. First year. But now that seems so crazy that there's like uni games. I never even knew about that, but that sounds so cool.
Yeah, I literally didn't know till like, what, 2 weeks ago, but I mean, I could imagine you being like the RMIT flag bearer.
For sure, for sure.
Oh, fuck. Imagine that though, like the stuff you could do. I think it's pretty much close to all expenses paid. Like you obviously need to chuck in a few dollars here and there, but
Really? Wow.
mate, here we go. Like during the RMIT holidays, yeah, represent.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. I'm gonna have to look into that for sure.
Yeah, look into that, 100%. And so my money segment, as you know, mate. Last time you came up with the alpacas, I reckon today you can come up with some good stuff as well. So, are there any funny stories since the last time we spoke? Doesn't have to be, Nurad based, but could be modelling anything, mate. Far away.
Oh, let's see, let's see. Off the top of my head, let's see. Um, Definitely like I'd say, let me see. Off the top of my head.
No
Oh,
pressure.
this is actually pretty recent. This is pretty recent. So,
Yeah.
obviously, I was talking about how I had the treadmill or whatever, right?
Yeah.
For
Oh
my mom got a
no.
new treadmill in the lounge room. Okay, so basically,
What happened?
what happened was I was, jogging as I would on the treadmill, just testing it out for the first time. And
Yeah.
I obviously haven't been in the gym in ages because of COVID or whatever. And then my little sibling comes along and she like jumps onto my back. And so I'm running with a little kid on my shoulders. And then my other little sister, she's like putting the speed up. And so I'm just there jogging. And like I almost fall off, but I chugged my sister off my back and like hit my back onto the back wall where the treadmill is. And like it was so crazy. It was so crazy.
Could have done some damage here, mate.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, yeah. Had to pay a few dollars for breaking the walls. Definitely.
Oh, mate. No, that's interesting though. But I could imagine like it was like, oh, you were doing some strides, like putting the miles in, and then you kind of fall backwards, and you kind of have to stop
Yeah,
yourself.
yeah,
Is
yeah,
that kind
yeah. It's hard to,
of
yeah, yeah. Because like the machine's pretty small as well, so you can't really like balance properly. So you have to like be really cautious of what's around you.
yeah, for sure. And what's the longest mileage you've run, like in terms of kilometers in a single
Oh,
trip?
bro, honestly, I'm not even that much of a runner, but I probably run for like I don't know 5 minutes straight. That probably makes sense of it. I'm no Jerry. I'm no Jerry. I'm not going to be doing
Oh,
20
true,
laps
true.
of the oval.
No, that's good stuff though. It's good you're keeping fit. You've definitely been putting more miles than me because I've got no treadmill. But as you know, the
Yeah,
Pilates, giving that a go, mate.
of
Pilates is a
course.
new
Yeah,
thing,
yeah.
everyone. Like, it's literally low intensity stretches.
Yeah, and everyone's been
So
getting behind it.
yeah, have you been getting into Pilates as well?
Really, but I just do my casual dynamic stretching and stretching before I go
What about your
exercise.
plyometrics, mate? I know you and Dee do a fair bit of that.
Yeah, that's like so it's more vertical training for like, elasticity when jumping and all that. So I know
For
that
sure.
in PE we're supposed to be doing we're supposed to be taking a class, me, Kobe and Dylan for plyometrics. So I'm looking forward to
Oh
that,
no.
but I don't think it's like gonna happen anytime soon with the quarantine and all that and lockdown.
You know what you can do? You can do like the what's it called on the bed. There's single fuck what's it? Plyometrics on your bed. Literally just jumping on your bed and then of a single leg step ups. Yeah, you could do that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
so
part of plyometrics definitely. There's definitely like a few exercises you can do at home, but yeah.
we'll see how we. Oh well, someone's running a muscular strength session. I don't know how we're gonna have to lift our tables over the way. I've got no gym
Yeah.
equipment.
Lift the pots and pans in your bag, try and make some like makeup weights.
Yeah, that's gonna be very interesting, and it. Oh fuck, I can't imagine us doing pracs at home, especially
In
yeah,
lockdown.
with
Yeah,
equipment ISO. Yeah, disappointing.
for sure.
And speaking of funny stories, I've got another one. Probably not your finest moment, but this year you probably know where I'm going, mate. VC media class. It wasn't my documentary. It was good old Abdi's documentary. But so my documentary, everyone's seen it. Aymane like was the star of a show. Said some smooth like tips and tricks and all that. But this time Abdi got him on. He wanted the same output, but Aymane, I don't know what he was thinking that day. He was sitting on the couch next to a resource center. He just lost the plot, mate. Talk us through that.
I literally had my attention span was so low. I couldn't even focus properly and I kept like making myself laugh like I always do. But I couldn't even keep a straight face for the documentary. It was so hard.
Mate, everyone walking past, like, I don't know what Aiden was doing that day, but he was literally laughing at everyone walking past.
Oh, like
And we
the
were like,
teachers would walk past and I just like start laughing. I'm like, "Hey, miss!" I'm like, oh, it's so random.
oh, do you know how many takes that was? Do you remember?
Oh, bro, over
Double
20,
figures.
over 30.
Oh,
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
yeah, shout out to Abdi, man. But yeah, it was some tough times, and hopefully next year, what's your production going to be? Like, I know mine's probably a podcast, but what are you thinking? Like, going to go creative?
Oh, definitely. I think, me being a music lover and like a media lover as well, I definitely do something along the lines of
Music
a
video.
music video. Yeah, for sure. That's something I want to get my back around, do some editing, some visual effects. And yeah, for sure. That's what I want to get into.
Do you know Arlo? Because I had him on last week. He does like music stuff with you, doesn't he?
Oh, he doesn't do VCU music anymore. He
Oh,
dropped
but yeah, he
music
did.
last year. Yeah, but he did, yeah, for sure.
But anyway, he's joining our media class next year, and he's got like you probably know this drone like set, like he assembled it himself and all that. Got like bird's
Oh
eye
yeah.
view, all this type stuff. I know Kobe's been like working with the drone from media, but he's probably the guru, mate. So next year I reckon we can assemble this shit in podcasts, music videos, and
Yeah.
yeah, get a million views. So we'll see where that takes us.
He'll be a good rendition to the class for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, it'll be exciting. That media class, you just get that vibe, because yeah, just it's just chill, and you get like nineties, and yeah,
Yeah, it's good class. Everyone in there's good. Like, there's good people in the class as well. It just makes it a lot more wholesome and easier to learn. Definitely.
yeah, and especially those who want to be more creative, hands on. Media is a subject for you. I think exam wise, mate, it's 40% for the exam, 40% for the SAT, like our media productions, and 20% for SAC. So don't worry about the writing, worry about the product, mate. That's how we're gonna go, pretty
For
much.
sure.
And so after high school, as we spoke about, like you've got some things planned, but like if you had that, like 1K you reserved for just booking a plane ticket to, like what's that one country you're booking your plane ticket to, and why?
Definitely like somewhere tropical. I really want to just get away, get to the beach, do some surfing maybe, you know what I'm saying? Pick up on the few skills I learned from Nurad.
You were
Yeah,
crazy,
for sure.
mate.
Yeah, definitely. I think I'd probably go to like Hawaii, Bora Bora, the Maldives, somewhere like that.
Yeah, those are some cool resorts like Bahamas as well. Like they've got some
Oh, for sure.
five
Yeah,
star like low key. It's not like the 5 star where LA type shit. It's like the opposite.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah, yeah,
that'd be crazy. And it's like, do you know the
for
cost?
sure.
It's probably like half LA as well, depending on like how popular or
Oh,
bookings it
definitely.
is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'd want to get away from the city life for a bit as well, anyway. So the tropical beaches would definitely be the destination for me.
I spoke to Arlo about this as well last week, but mate, I'd love to go to Japan because obviously we had Tokyo Olympics stuff like that. But mate, apparently, I've heard this multiple times. But have you heard? The bullet trains? Yeah, they call it the
Oh
bullet
yeah,
trains for a reason. Have you heard
they're
300
super
k's
fast.
per hour? They shoot 300 k's per hour. Like imagine being on that. That's fucking 3 times the city
Yeah,
Melbourne
yeah,
train.
yeah. Like you'd definitely be feeling some sort of G-force in the train for sure. It's
And you
crazy
know what they
fast.
do? They like try and get, or permitting COVID, but they try and get as many people as they can. So they like get these constructors, shove you in. So that's the ultimate experience. Like, bloody no social distancing, all that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I feel like that's a lot of things with like you see a lot in like different media things, a lot of like Japan, I know China, like the trains and like the transit system. There's just a lot of like pushing and shoving because it's a dense population, so everyone's just trying to get somewhere because there's
No,
not
that
really
is
much
true.
place for you to drive your car and everything. Yeah.
I mean, Japan would be similar to Melbourne, but like there's the countries like you said, like the Maldives and all that. That's low key. But do you know any other like places? I know you talked about Paris in Europe, but any of those like low key type places in Europe? Because everyone wants to go to Europe.
Mm, mm, mm. In Europe, where would I go? I think if I went to Europe, I definitely want to be in the city, like city life in London. I've seen like a lot of cool things,
Right.
but I think yeah, and yeah, it just looks dope to be in London. Definitely in like the obviously the richer areas, obviously, but like
Oh,
yeah, I
God.
definitely want to go to London.
Yeah, I'd love to go to London as well. I swear. All right, if I'm going to London, I'm getting you and a few others, and we're gonna have some
Yes,
fun. But
sir.
get you into
Yes,
the
sir.
Premier League, mate, because I know you love your NBA, and Dylan and a few others do. But I listen to his podcast. Yeah, people like love the American sports, but the thing that goes undone in Australia is like the soccer. The Premier League. So I even
Yeah,
might
yeah,
have to
yeah.
get you into that later down the
I've
track.
actually
But
started like getting more and more into soccer. Like I've been like interested in the trade with Barcelona and
oh,
PSG
Messi and all
with
that.
Messi, Neymar, Mbappe, and all that. Yeah, that was like I was like, wow, what the heck? It's like they're building the NBA all over again. Everyone's just building super teams.
Yeah. Oh, mate. NBA and Premier League. That's what I hate because I grew up with AFL. Probably you did as well.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah,
AFL, any team can be on top. But with money, that's blown out of proportion. Like with PSG,
yeah, yeah,
Messi going there for 90 mil, stuff like that. They've got a super team
yeah.
in a shitty ass league where they're gonna win Europe and
Definitely.
all that. And mate, I'm telling you, the league you should follow is the Premier League. Like everyone's onto that shit. Like the EPL, London. You're
For
gonna see so
sure.
many
Yeah, yeah,
derbies
yeah.
down the line. And if what
Yeah.
team would you pick? I know you know me. I'm a Leicester fan. What team would you be gunning for?
Really. I know a lot of teams. I'm kind of like I wouldn't say I'm not like really the person to go for an underdog team. So I'd probably be I know that Arsenal's gone to shit right now. Manchester United's still pretty good. Chelsea's alright. So
Nah,
I'd probably be like
Chelsea's
a Manchester
killing it, mate.
Yeah, Chelsea's pretty good. I think I'd be a Manchester City fan, I think. That's just me putting it out there.
Mate, we love that Aymane. Even though people like hate Man City because of their oil money coming in, but I feel like you got that cool swagger, mate. Like repping over Man City gear. Over the fans or fake fans. But no, it's good, mate.
Yeah.
Good to see, and you should be getting on the Jack Grealish train. He signed for $100 million, so he's your new favorite
Oh
player,
wow.
mate. Jack Grealish.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna have to look into that as well. Definitely.
Yeah, it's fucked, but I'm sure we'll go to London one day, and I'll take you to Leicester, where it's more low key, and got a good atmosphere there. So that's
For
something
sure,
we should go
man.
to, mate.
I'd be on it.
Cool. And so we'll move on to 5 quick questions now. So essentially, quick hands, mate. People used to say that to you in Auskick. Not the best
Definitely.
handballer, but Pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
Yes.
Oh, I love that, mate. Same here. English or maths?
English for sure, no question.
Yeah, same. Favorite subject?
Music.
Music. Yeah, has to be for you.
Music.
Favorite place to visit in Melbourne?
Oh
Give
my
me.
God, my friend's house. My friend's house. My friend's house. Yeah.
Yeah, undisclosed location, but outer suburbs. Chill area.
Yo, yo, yo.
Yeah. And are you a morning or night person?
I'm a night person, but I fall asleep very easily.
How does that
Yeah,
work, mate? So,
it doesn't make any sense.
what late night gaming with the boys, and then you fall asleep
Oh
around
yeah,
like
yeah, for
12
sure, for
a.m.
sure. But like when I wake up in the morning, I like have no energy to do anything. I'll like have a shower, make breakfast, and then just go right back to sleep. But then I'll have like a lot of energy in the nighttime, but it only lasts for a little bit.
True, you're kind of stuck in both worlds, mate. I feel like you're more productive in the afternoon the way you go.
Yeah, yeah, that's probably it. The afternoon.
Yeah, but the night person. I remember talking about this last year, but you fucking fell asleep 30 minutes into a sleepover, fucking in your own room where everyone was in it, mate. That was embarrassing.
Bro, bro, I literally like I can fall asleep like I could be sleeping on some rocks and I'll still fall asleep so peacefully. And like the crazy thing about it is like
You need to
once
give
I'm
me some tips,
tired,
mate.
I will fall asleep so quickly. That's the crazy thing about it as well.
Do you do like meditation or any of that, or not really into a mindfulness?
Nah, not really. I just get tired
Not
and
really.
just knock out. That's about it.
Fair enough. I try to meditate every day, but I'm probably the opposite. It takes a while to get to bed, and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, you got to give me the tips, mate. Just inner peace. Is that like, well, you picture
Probably.
yourself in the
Just
Maldives and then
yeah,
came
yeah,
back?
definitely, definitely.
Mate, I have to, give that a go. Picture myself in the Maldives, 5 star.
Yeah, get that inner peace
Yeah.
going. Block everything out. You're in the beach, swimming. Yeah.
I cannot swim at the moment, but yeah, work in
I will
progress.
get
So
there. We'll get there.
yeah,
We can
we'll
dream.
get
We
there,
can dream.
man. The thing I hate. All right, just quickly, we're diving into different things, but you obviously went to FPS, but what was their swimming program like? Because at Debney, we fucking did like 8 lessons in December, and that was it. And like me,
Really?
shitty swimmer, how am I meant to improve? Whereas Flemington, can you tell me like your swimming regime or any
Yeah,
way?
definitely. We had I think we did like every 2 weeks on like a specific weekday we would have swimming lessons because we had like a little swimming center literally across the road from us. So we would just
Travancore, yeah.
go there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The
Yeah, we
little
used
one
to
in
go there as well.
Travancore. Yeah, we'd swim there like once a week or once every 2 weeks, and yeah, it was really helpful. We did like survival training, swimming with clothes on, like races, everything. So I think that's why I'm a pretty like I if I had to save my life, I'd definitely be able to save my life in the ocean
I
for
can't
sure.
say the same, but
Yeah.
that's crazy though. So like all year round, Eamon, is that how it worked or
I'm pretty. I wouldn't be too sure, but I feel
close
like
to?
it was
Yeah.
probably for yeah, yeah, close to it the whole year.
Oh, that's crazy, bro. Like probably definitely didn't have the resources, but I reckon Mac should
Mm-mm.
develop that for like year seven, eights, and all that. Because if I had
Oh,
the
definitely,
chance,
yeah.
like early years, that would have been a massive opportunity for me,
Yeah,
especially.
yeah, yeah.
So
And it's something pretty important. You never know what you're gonna get into in the future, so I
yeah,
definitely take
maybe
into swimming lessons
yeah.
for
This
sure.
summer I have to get into it. Like have to.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's good for recovery as well. Like obviously we play like basketball, many sports, and have you know how like we're learning PE, it promotes like active recovery and all that. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Swimming definitely does a lot of like, rehabilitation stuff for the muscles and all that.
yeah, for sure. And speaking of like lockdown ISO and stuff, any new hobbies you've developed? I know we briefly touched on backflips, but are there any other like things or niches you've been like experimenting with in particular?
Nah, not really. I've been doing a little bit more cooking here and there, and so obviously the games and all that. There's new games that have come out recently that I've been just binging at nighttime with the boys.
Oh yeah, what games, mate?
I've been playing Apex and Splitgate recently. Splitgate's like a new game
Splitgate.
with the it's
What's
like
that?
a portal based. It's like if you had Call of Duty and
hmm
Portals and you put them together, and it's pretty fun to play.
So would that go into like what if you went into a portal? How does just briefly explain how that works? Like
So pretty much, it's obviously there's different game modes. It's like King of the Hill, Team Deathmatch, Snipers and Shotguns only, different
Yeah.
game modes like that. And you would essentially there's like certain areas where you can put a portal in a map, and you could like place two portals and go through the portal, or do some trick shots
Oh
here and there,
shit.
get behind the enemies, get in front of the enemies, shoot through the portal as well. That's a pretty cool thing that you can do. But yeah, it's a new game. It was actually developed by four people, and it's very new.
What's it called again? I'm gonna have to write it down and I might give it a quick watch on YouTube.
Splitgate.
Splitgate.
Yeah.
Get on Splitgate, everyone. I'm telling you, next best trend. If Aymane's playing
Definitely,
it and all his
definitely.
boys are playing it, I'm telling you,
It's coming up. It's coming up, people.
coming
It's
up.
coming up
No, I reckon I gotta make that gaming comeback because I've been playing Rocket
for
League
sure.
with my brother a fair bit, and all
Yeah,
those
yeah, yeah.
like multiplayer games. But have you heard of a Battlefield franchise? Just quickly.
I've heard of it, but I don't think I've played it like at all. I know that whenever I used to go to Dylan's house, he would have Battlefield
He'd
playing on.
play
I just
it,
like watch him play. Yeah, I just watch him play.
yeah. So Battlefield 2042 is coming out, I think October. So I'm gonna maybe give that a go.
Get on it, yeah, for
No,
sure.
it's like COD, but like more, more ground to cover.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like the
Yeah,
real world experience.
real world
Yeah.
experience. So get on that. Um, and let's talk about like some advice now. So, have you got any advice for the listeners? Obviously, like both of us have come from like humble beginnings, and like far too many people take shit for granted or aren't grateful for what they have, and like think of what can I get this and that. So yeah, any advice, tips?
Oh, definitely just like, surround yourself around people that want to achieve their goals, definitely. And that will like motivate you to push yourself forward as well.
Yeah, for sure. And would you say like it's better to have like that kind of tight knit group rather than like those people who like hang out with one friendship and then they go to the next and stuff like those fake people.
Mm-mm.
Kind of,
I would definitely like I'm like have this really tight knit group that I really hang around, and we're pretty much brothers, and we know each other's family and all that really well. Whenever we need help, they're like right there. And I feel like having that close bond is just it's a better support system, it's a better way of motivation, and I just feel like it's a what I'm saying, getting around and um yeah, just having people that are close to you like that is just really helpful in the long run.
yeah, 100%. And I remember this funny thing in primary school that everyone after grade 6 graduation would be like, oh, we'll catch up sometime, we'll stay friends and all that. But I swear I've got like one or two friends still like that I chat to from primary school. Would you be the
Yeah.
same?
That's the same with me. I
Yeah.
like rarely chat to my like primary school friends, but they still like follow me on social media, and we talk here and there, and I'm always there to if they ever need a helping hand, if they never need a shout, I'm always there to help. But yeah, it's rare that I ever like have full on conversations with them. It's been so long.
Yeah, that's a sad bit, mate. And just quickly, mate, I fucking can't believe this, but right now we're recording August 16th, 2021, but bloody next year we're in year 12. Like, how are you feeling about that? It's been a journey, but we're pretty much here, mate. Give me your insights.
Yeah, we're almost at the end of it, man. It's kind of crazy. Like it feels like we've been in high school for literally all of our lives, but it's actually gone by so quickly, which is pretty crazy to think about.
Yeah, it's amazing. And especially because, fuck, I'm so pissed, but I saw this on the calendar, yeah. They were playing like a grads 2022 like retreat or some shit. I'm sure you've probably seen this as well, but it was probably would have been like a camp like experience, but it's probably cancelled by now. So I was thinking next year, surely
Oh,
we'll convince the
definitely, yeah.
teachers we're gonna do something like. What do you reckon is the best term to do it? Like term one maybe before like the storm hits,
Oh, I reckon, yeah, yeah, term one definitely. Or
like
if
a
you look
camp
at
or
the terms,
something.
because like I know this year like the first term was like, I mean the first two terms were pretty hectic, and then this term is kind of like it's kind of chill right now, which I think I'd like to see where where whenever it's most busy in year 12, and kind of not do that date, obviously.
Shit, true. So we're pretty much only gonna have three terms if you think about it, but I feel like term
Yeah, yeah,
three is when you get
So
into
probably
like
yeah,
probably
probably like the
term
first
one.
term.
Yeah, so all right, we'll get it in. But you think
For
any
sure.
camps? I remember the summit was a major one people talked about. Do you reckon go back to memory lane or think of something else?
Do a full circle and go. I think I definitely want to do something more. I definitely do something very like new, something out of it because like we've known each other for how long, and I don't think like the summit because I feel like the summit is a lot of like team building stuff, but I feel
Yeah,
like we just need to go somewhere where we can like as a cohort, just you know what I'm saying, enjoy each other's time instead of like team building and all that. But yeah, it'd be pretty dope that.
true. Have you got any recommendations or anything, or things you kind of wouldn't see?
I got no clue, but I
No
definitely want to
clue.
go like if we went like treetop climbing, that's something that I kind of want to do that I've wanted to do
True,
recently.
true,
That could be
true.
fun. Um, if we had like a camp where we had like I think it was two different camps. So we had like the giant swing, and then we had the a different camp with like the flying fox. We could like combine those two, like just things that are just like out
Flying
there and just fun.
fox.
Just take our mind off like school for a little bit. It could be dope.
I think I've got this camp, but like earlier this year, I went on this like camp back as Marsh, but they've got giant swing, flying fox, and it's like a low key setting, so that might be the area. And the cabins are fucking sick, mate. So you never know.
Sounds dope. Yeah, yeah,
See
yeah.
how
I
we
did
go.
see that on your story. Yeah.
Oh, mate, you haven't been on a camp in ages, so yeah, we gotta hype it up for the teachers
Yeah,
and
no,
propose
it's
some
been
shit, you know.
forever
Yeah, so
for
that's
sure.
in our works. But Eamon, what's next for you in 2021? What are your top three goals? Like, got a few modelling ones and academic ones. Chuck them in, mate.
Definitely. 2022, get above average grades.
What do you classify that? Like
Start
A's
looking
and all
into
that?
the brand more. Well, I'm getting like 70, 75s right now, and I really want to, push myself to get
Nice.
further. Um, Another goal, definitely look into the brand, build it up some more, get some designs going, make some new connections. And the third one was just really continue modeling, having fun, and just like enjoy every minute as I can and surround myself with good friends and enjoy life as much as I can. Well, as much as I can in lockdown and all that. But
Well,
yeah,
ISO. Well, we're getting our day 13
COVID
tests
19.
2 days, so
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
we'll see how we go. I mean, you're not positive, are you? No, no coughing, nothing.
Nah, nah,
No
nah.
symptoms.
Definitely negative. Definitely negative.
Definitely negative. That's good, mate. It's so disappointing, but you know, we Mac people, we get through it, and yeah. Hopefully, we fuck. When are we back? September or something. September 2. Yeah. So as always, aim and pleasure, and get hyped for year 12. Fucking 3 months away. Can't believe it. I'll
Definitely.
see you September, early September, and keep your modeling shit going. Like, where's your next shoot? Is it Thursday again? Good luck with that. I think.
Yeah, I've got my next shoot on Thursday.
Sounds good, mate. Have a good one and keep up the good shit you've
You
got.
too, man. Thanks for having me.